Good morning, everyone. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. I hope I don't make you dizzy. I'm just kind of panning around slowly to my dream, what I call my dream wall. I finally completed my back wall with my units and my clear cubbies, my clear drawers, and I wanted to share them with y'all. But I'm holding the phone, so I'm going to try not to move you around too much. I did display some of the things that I've created on top, and some of the things that people have created for me as well. And then I had two cabinets. If you've seen my craft room before, I had two cabinets on the wall. And instead of putting them back on the wall, I just kind of sat one at either end of my units. So here's one and here's the other one. Uh, the one over there houses all my packaging, whether it be bags, boxes, stuff like that I want to send Happy Mail in, and that I want to package in a box. Or if I create a card, my clear acetate boxes and little jars and stuff like that. This one over here houses, and it's pretty much empty, this one, because I haven't put everything away. It houses my projects that I want to alter, or some of the things that I want to alter. So I was trying to get as far back as I could so you guys could see the whole wall, but there's not enough room for me to move far enough away that you could get a view of the whole wall. So here is the bottom. There are all the clear drawers. Let me come around this other side, hopefully. I don't know why it's so close like that. I really need to zoom out so you guys could see, but I don't know how to do that. And it's too early in the morning, guys. I'm still having my coffee. Anyway, I decided to move my paper. I had it on the other unit and I moved it over here because I was going to cut right here on this side, but I changed my mind and decided to cut on the opposite end. But the paper's still going to stay here because I think, it looks really nice there. I love seeing all the colors. So there are the clear drawers. You already saw the ones that had the flowers in them. And then these have, that one there has the paper embellishments. I'll give you a closer look in a minute. That one's pretty much empty. Half of that one is empty. And even the bottom ones, I did add some paper embellishments that I had, but I pulled them to the front. But the back of the drawers are empty. The lace, I finally got all the lace ones put away. And then the last one over there is my bling. But again, I will give you a closer look. And then here at the bottom, I have my clear cases. I have some in white and most of them are clear though, that house dies and stamps. And some of them are empty. So I still have plenty of room to organize and put away things a little bit better. But for right now, I'm just kind of picking things up from the floor and finding them a permanent home. And then I'll go back and fill them up and do a little bit more organizing, more fine-tuning the organizing. These white drawers I picked up from Organize the Best Organized or something like that, or Organize More, something like that. These are really expensive, and I like them, but by the time you put the drawers together with your choice, and the tracks, they come with the tracks and the sides to snap the tracks in, it does get pricey. To be quite honest, it was cheaper for me to get the clear drawers than it was to get that one. And I like them. I really do like them. But I don't like the color, so I think I'm going to paint them white because they're more like a translucent white. And I prefer either a clear or a white, solid white. Here's some more drawers because I had picked up two at Michael's. I ended up with 2 extra ones because after I bought the first 2, I was buying them by the case, which was 4 in a case. So these 2 I actually paid more money than for the ones that I was buying by the case. But these I'm gonna move. This is not their permanent home. These I'm gonna move to my island whenever I redo my island. These right here are cases that I picked up at Walmart, and I love these cases. They house my uh, felt sheets, and they house. I have the dark color in one and the light color in another. I don't have very much felt, but they also house the sheets that we buy in a faux vinyl that are like a 8.5 by 11 or an A4 size. I think they might even be an A4, which is a little bit skinnier than 8.5, but a little bit taller than 11. So that's what all that houses. And then, but most of them are empty. I think 3 are full and 4 of them are empty. So I still have growing room there, or not necessarily growing room, but putting away something that I already have that I want for it to look nice and neat and clean. Previously, I had the felt and all that on a bookcase right beside me, but it looked really messy. Like no matter how well I straightened them up, they did look messy. Now by putting in the clear case, I can see what's in there, and it's very neat. So I like that. These 2 cubbies here, these are not going to stay like that. I'm going to find out, the last thing I'm going to tackle is my lace behind, because I have tons of it. And I'm going to add some of that to my Happy Mail when I do the Christmas one, because I have so much of it, guys. And that's going to be the last thing I tackle, because I'm going to need a big space or a really good solution on how to organize them flat. I have some ideas. As you can see, some of them are on these right here in the gray basket are in those the people who do mountain climbing and stuff, they wrap their ropes around those. And as you can see, look at the pink one, has 1, 2, 3 laces, nope, 4 wrapped around it. So that's what I like about them, but I want them in white. So I think I'm going to get them in white. And they fit perfectly in that basket. Actually, that basket could be a little bit more narrow and it would still work. And then here at the bottom, the pink bin there, for me, kind of looks out of place because that's the only one there. But I had to move it from where I previously had it to put my vinyl for my commercial machine. So I had to move it over here. I'll figure out where I want to put it where it's not that noticeable. I think it sticks out like a sore thumb. And then these right here, way on the bottom, because paper is so heavy, I put my paper pads way on the bottom. So I have 3 here, and I have 2 more cubbies on the bottom. The last 2 cubbies, they also house paper pads. The third one with these plastic cases right here, those are all empty. That is where I had my bling, my lace previously, but now it's in the clear drawer, so they're empty, so I can organize in those. But that's pretty much it. Let me give you a closer look. Before I think I only had 6 of these. So let me see. How can I hold my phone? So before I only had 6 of these, and I didn't have all my flowers put away, but I love the way everything just looks put away in the drawers, and I can see right through it, and I can see everything that I have. And I separated them by color. Some colors I did combine, like the green, the mint green and yellow right here, because I have so little of it. It wouldn't be enough I couldn't designate a whole drawer to it because it was only a little bit. And the last 2 ones that I have down here are Christmas. And I had thought I wanted to put all the Christmas stuff together. But when I put it together, it looked like a mess, and I didn't like the way it looked. So my friend Jackie, I sent her a picture, because she's so organized in her craft room. And she suggested that I separate the colors to do the dark ones in one and the pastels in another. And it's a big difference, guys. So here are all the reds, and everything looks really nice and neat. And then here are the pastels, and everything's nice and neat. And because the colors all go together well, the drawer looks cleaner. So I like that. This one here houses all my still flowers and embellishments, but they're the paper ones. So the top drawer is filled with all my carnation craft and tattered lace embellishments, and these you print out, line up your die and cut them out. They're beautiful. There's no work in creating these. Well, there is. You got to do a lot of cutting, but you don't have to do any coloring or anything like that. And then here is another one. This, I needed more drawers for this because I do have quite a bit that Jackie has sent me. And Jackie is Metallark001 here on YouTube. She has sent me, and then I have done some myself. So this one's a little, this is more of the darker colors. It's still a little empty. Most of my colors are light. This one houses all my little animals, insects, whether they be butterflies, dragonflies, even the little birds, you know, that's what I'm housing in this one. And then this one has what? This one has also my little animals as well, but the bigger pieces and in the pastels. So here's some that my friend Jackie has sent me. Here are some that I shared with y'all recently. I didn't share this other one with you guys, the horse. Look at how cute that is. The mama and the baby. And then back here are the 2 cards that I created for Easter that I shared with y'all. So I still got to put those away. The cards are not going to stay there, only the embellishments. I just kind of put them away for now. This one is going to house all my fashion type of embellishments. I don't think I'm going to designate 2 drawers, just the one, because I don't have that much in the fashion. What would I call it? Not department, but in fashion, I don't have very much. A couple of handbags and some shoes that I buy. Look at those shoes. By Carnation Craft. So that's what's going to go there. This one right here houses what? This one houses more embellishments, but these are more like household items like vases, typewriters, wine glasses. This does have some that Miss Betty created for me. Hi, Miss Betty. Miss Betty is Scrap Passion 01 here on YouTube, and I'm still hoarding that. So that's what that houses. And then this one is supposed to house all my bows, but I hardly have anything, so I kind of just piled things in there. I have some sentiments at my friend Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. Sabrina is the S Factor Studio here on YouTube, so I have those in there. And just some little bows that I have been playing with, that I played with a while back. Not very many. Right here, this one is going to house all my fantasy things, whether they be mermaids, fairies. Right now, all I have is these fairies by Carnation Craft. So that's going to go there. This one is going to house, again, my house, not just a household item, but items that have flowers in them, but they're not just a flower by itself. So here are some that I have. Here is a teapot with flowers in it. Here is a lantern with flowers on it. Here are some, there are the rain boots with the flowers on them. And then here are some bicycles with the basket is full of flowers. So that's what that's going to house, things like that. I think I have a clock too. And then the other 2 are empty. And the whole row on the bottom is empty, waiting to be filled with embellishments that I can share. This one's empty. This one houses, here's things that I didn't even get to share with you guys because I was organizing. I had cut these out for Valentine's Day. These are tattered lace. Look at how beautiful this set is right here. So pretty. That's by Tattered Lace. I didn't even get to share it with y'all because I was organizing. These cups, the little baskets. And here's just some Valentine stuff. I don't hardly have anything, so I just tucked it back there. And it's darker, but I tucked it all the way to the back because of it being darker. I want the pastel to the front. This one's empty. This one's almost empty as well. This one houses, again, my Christmas embellishments that are not flowers. So this came in a swap. I have one. This is so pretty. She made a suitcase for that. I don't remember who it was, but I have the suitcase. This little stocking I made a couple years ago, and this paper was designed by my friend Carolyn, who is Tea Time and Dolls, and just little miscellaneous things that I have. This sleigh is a tattered lace sleigh. Let's see what's in here. In here I have the darker color Christmas embellishments. Y'all remember the Santa that I made a couple years ago? I think I made these a while back too. I still have them. I need to send them to somebody. And here is some of the ones that I purchased this year. This is either Carnation Craft or Tattered Lace. I don't remember, because they both have a similar collection. And down here I do have my my darker sentiments from Tailored Expressions. So that's all I have put together as far as the sentiments go. This one, this is Happy Mail that I am going to send out eventually. I created that last year. Over here on this, on top of, right above this, I have my miscellaneous stamps. That these were all the stamps that I had. I didn't purchase a lot of, not stamps, ink pads. I didn't purchase a bunch of them, as I needed a color, then I would purchase it. So this was all that I had, and I was able to put them in these little shelves. Stadium shelves are made for nail polish, and that's what I'm housing it in now. And for now, it's okay, but it's not going to stay that way. I want it to look like this. Like, these are the ones that my friend Meg, hi Meg, Meg gifted these to me because she wasn't paper crafting anymore, and I absolutely love them. But I want to display them where they look just like this. It's so neat how everything looks in the stamp and storage units. So that's what's going to happen to these. Over here is the little truck that I created for fall. And I haven't sent that to anyone. And I probably won't, because it has my family name on the door. So I probably won't. I might just send off the rosettes and stuff. And this houses my... sorry, guys. This houses my Spectrum Noir, my Copic, any type of marker that I have. I just put them in little groups of similar colors. And that's kind of what I did. And these little clear drawers are perfect. I do need to get 2 more. I can add it, put them in the cubby side by side, and I can also fit another set on top. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move the truck as soon as I find more of these, and get 2 more. So because I still have more markers that I need to put away. This one houses. This is a stamp and storage unit. I have a few ink pads there that didn't fit in my other one, and they didn't fit in the caddy that my friend Meg gave me, because that one is still full. I really love that, Meg. Like, I love it. Thank you so much. So here are a few of my punches, and I do have a few more. I don't have a lot, but I have a few. And but for right now, this is the only organizer that I bought for them. Let's see. Right below the markers is my lace. So I have already shown you that I separated them by color. I have the white, the pink, the blue, and these are full. And then I have 3 drawers, believe it or not, of the like a cream color. And here, I'll show you. Where in the blue I didn't have very much, so I added just like miscellaneous colors, just combined everything together there, because I didn't have too much blue. On this one here is where all my bling is. I think that was the hardest thing that I had, that I didn't know how to store. And it kind of always looked a mess. Now everything is nice and neat. If I need white, I know I can go to the top drawer. If I need pink, there it is, or a rose gold. I kind of kept the pink and the rose gold together because it's so similar, or to me it is. Here is my blues. I don't have a whole lot of blues and I don't have a whole lot of purples. So I was able to combine them. And then these are those little jars of those diamond dots that I've been using for flower centers. So I consider them bling. So I just kind of put them with their designated colors. Right here are my silvers and reds, because I didn't have a lot of red. I think this is all the red that I have, just a few. And then this one houses, again, my clear and my green. I think these are more of an iridescent and the other ones are more of a clear. And then this one houses my gold and some colors that are have more than one color in them. So that's what that houses. And the last one over here houses, I still have boxes on the floor, guys. This one is empty. This one has my seam binding. I don't have a lot of seam binding. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it there, but for now I just kind of wanted to put it away. This one is pretty much empty. This one is housing some of my resin. I do have more resin. Most of it is empty. This one is housing more of my resin as well. And then this one has my Christmas, or will have my Christmas resin. Here's a few gingers that I have. I don't have very much. Most of the ones that I created this past year, I did give them away. And then this one is still housing just a project that I'm working on for my friend Mig, and cleaning supplies, because I'm still working on that. Let me see how far back I can stand so I can. Here at the bottom, these are all stamps and dies, but a lot of them are empty. They're not full. And I'm not going to show you the bottom, and I'm not going to open these drawers because they are completely empty. They're just stacked one on top of the other. And then here is another set of drawers that is empty. And right here is where I stored my felt. So this one has the dark colors. This one has the light colors. This one has some felt projects I was working on. And then I think the rest of them are empty except for, no, I have two more projects. Well, one project, another project that I'm working on, and the With Love collection, because I only bought a little bit, but it's not going to stay there permanently. So I'm going to have three or four empty boxes. And then, of course, my paper pads. I'm not going to go through all my paper pads at the bottom because, and again, these two cubbies right there, that's not going to stay there. That's just temporary. So I'm going to share with you the top of my unit. I love this because I was able, it's short enough because I'm short, that I was able to display and be able to reach and remove and change the projects that I've created over the years. And some of the things that my friends have gifted me. You guys remember I did that typewriter for a hop. And here is my little doll, my figurine, Abundance is her name. My brother gifted that to me several years ago. And I've said this story before, but for those of you who haven't heard it, he gives a lot of thought to what he buys me for Christmas. And he said that the reason he bought that was because I haven't worked in many years, and my husband was the only one that worked. And he said it didn't even matter that you didn't work. You always had enough to give. No matter what we were doing, you were always giving. So that's why he bought me that. And that is a constant reminder for me that God always provides abundantly. He never leaves me or forsakes me. I might be the one to leave, but he never does. That pennant right behind her with the little bike, that was the very first thing I created for my swap on Scrap the World. For my very first swap, that was my entry. Here, I'll give y'all a closer look. And we had to make a pennant, so that's the one I created. These doilies right here were gifted to me by my friend Carolyn. There's another one up there. This little teapot right here, these beauties were gifted to me by my friend Nisha, who is Inspiring Beautiful Creations. And then the awesome tag that's hanging right above that was the thank you that Tamika sent me, a thank you note on there, I believe for my first swap. So I do have a piece of Tamika's work on display. And it matches, if you notice, it matches the teapot and the cup perfectly. Right here are a shelf that I picked up with all the bling and the pearls at the thrift store. They were still brand new in the package. And these are the Ikea frame shelves. And what it is, they have a lip in the front and in the back. So you can actually put your rolls of ribbon or bling on there. And they won't fall and they won't move around or anything. So that's what I use those for. These two little bottles of flowers I just picked up. And mostly I picked them up for the jars. That is a thank you tag from Tamika as well. But she didn't create it. Somebody else created it. And I thought it was such a pretty tag. So I keep it displayed. And then this right here is my prayer journal that my friend Jackie created for me. And she gave it to me in this case right here. In this little suitcase. But I thought it was too pretty to be where you couldn't see it. So I had this clear little suitcase and I put it on there, in there, so I could display it. And I have written in it, and you know, I'll take it out and write in it. And then way up there is, do you guys remember the garbage baskets from the Dollar Tree that I made the dress forms? There's one of them. And I also have a blue one. And right now it's just housing a bunch of spools of ribbon. But eventually that will go away as Happy Mail. I have a lady in mind for that. And eventually I'll do that. And there is my ribbon holder that I created for a hop as well. And there is my second shelf. And it's housing some of my ribbon just to display. I think when you use your ribbons to display, it's so pretty. And there is a card. The bird card right there is from my friend Sonia. Hi, Sonia. And then there's my little sewing machine that my brother bought me this year for Christmas because he knows I love vintage. So he bought me that sewing machine. And right behind it, let me see if I can get close enough. I do have some vintage buttons in those jars back there. Where's my finger? Okay. That jar has vintage buttons that I picked up on an outing with my brother and his wife. We went to some antique shops and I picked up those buttons. But now I'm gonna move back so you guys can hopefully get a good view of how it looks on display up there. It looks really, really pretty. But this is what, like I said, I'm calling my dream wall. So there it is. Those are the cabinets there. Then I'm just going to pan down slowly so you can see how nice and neat it looks organized. Right here, you're going to see the corner of my island. Sorry, that cannot be avoided. But I'll come around the corner. And there is the wall. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it gave you ideas on how to organize some of your creations or some of your embellishments in paper. And I have to tell you guys, it is it was a little expensive, but I didn't have to do it on my own. I'm so fortunate and blessed. This unit right here with all the clear drawers was gifted to me by my two daughters. I have twin daughters. They paid for that one. And when I did order it, the unit itself was on sale. So I picked it up on President's Day at Target. And you can fit all these drawers and the Stamp and Storage stuff. It all fits in these. And I picked that one up for, it was on sale for $75. So that was a very good buy. The first one, that was the first one I had. My daughter Abby, which is my youngest daughter, she bought me that one, and it wasn't on sale. But it wasn't too bad. I think it was like between 130 and 140. And I bought the clear drawer. So, like I said, I'm very blessed and fortunate that my kids, now that they're older, that they can, that not only that they can afford to, get me the things that I like, but that they want to, that it's in their hearts. Like, I don't have to ask them, but they know what I love. But anyway, I think this looks a lot neater, guys. A lot neater than what it was before. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and that this inspires you. Sometimes when we see other people start organizing or cleaning or doing things a certain way, it kind of gives us that extra little push that we need to go ahead and do it ourselves. And I'm so glad that I did it. I'm loving my craft room for real. Thanks for watching. Everyone have a great day, and God bless. Bye.